Hello, Paula Daniele from Crochet Hooks You here, and today I'll be showing you how to make the easiest crochet flower. This flower measures 2.5 inches or 6.5 centimeters across. This is a very quick beginner's project. We'll only be using chain stitches and slip stitches. The yarn I'm using today is Crochet Simply Soft, and in the colour of cool green, and this is a medium worsted weight yarn in the category 4, and it suggests that we use a 5mm hook or a US H8 hook. So that's what we'll be using with this yarn, is the 5mm hook. Now you'll also need a pair of scissors, and here's just a close-up of the flower. Now if you did want to sew these two little yarn ends into the back of the flower instead of having the hanging loop, you'll also need a yarn needle. So to get started on this flower, we're going to make a slip knot. And to make a slip knot, just leave enough of a yarn end, just a little bit longer than your hand, and we're going to wrap the yarn around our finger, hold it on the top, pull it off, and then with the working end of the yarn, which is attached to the ball of yarn, just push that up the back there like that, and pull down on your yarn end, and there you've made a slip knot. And this allows us to put our hook into here to start making our stitches. Pull down on the working end of the yarn and tighten it up a little bit. So you can hold the knot there. And now we'll make 5 chain stitches. So yarn over, pull through, that's 1 chain stitch, yarn over, pull through, now we have 2 chain stitches, 3, 4, 5. Now what we'll be doing is we're going to put our hook into this first chain stitch that we made here, and we're going to go under both of the loops on the top. Then we're leaving 1 at the back there. Move your yarn end over, hold it between your fingers, wrap the working end of the yarn over the hook and pull it through all 3 loops on the hook to make a slip stitch. And that has formed a ring for us to work our stitches into and around. Now with this yarn end, we'll be working over this as we make our stitches. So just hold it on the left side at the back of the ring like that. And now we're going to make 5 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we come back down into the ring here, holding our yarn on the left side of the ring like this, and we're going to make a slip stitch. And there we have our first petal. And we're going to be making 8 of those. So we simply repeat what we did with that one 8 times. So we've done it once, so now we do it again. So chain 5, make 5 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back down into the ring, holding your yarn end there. Pop your hook into the ring and make a slip stitch. And that's attaching that to the ring to form this arched petal. Now we'll move on to our next petal. So we'll chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back down into the ring here. And make a slip stitch. So now we have 1, 2, 3 petals. Now if you need to, just drop the working end of the yarn and you can push those stitches around so we can fit more in. Grab your working end of the yarn again, holding your yarn tail on that side, and we make our next 5 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back down into the ring and make a slip stitch. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 petals. Let's start on the next one. We chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back down into the ring here and make a slip stitch. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 petals. So drop the working end of the yarn for the moment. Push those stitches back around the ring. Pick up your working end of the yarn again. Chain 5, make 5 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back down into the ring here and make a slip stitch. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 petals, and we need to fit 2 more in. Now we chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back down into the ring with a slip stitch. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we just push this around to fit our last petal in. Chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back down into the ring and make a slip stitch. Okay, so we'll just double check. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 petals, and that's all we'll be needing. So now we need our scissors, and we're just going to cut that longer length to the same as this one. Now make sure you get the working end of the yarn, the one you just cut, and you'll know it's the working end because if you pull on it, it'll move on the hook. And then we're just going to yarn over the hook, pull through that one loop and pull down to make a knot, and that's what's called a finishing off. So with this other yarn end, just give that a little pull, and that's just going to tighten the center of the flower a little bit. So we're finished with our crochet hook, so you can put that aside. Now with these 2 yarn ends, as I said, if you wanted to sew them in, you can use a yarn needle, and you would just simply sew one around the back of the stitches there and the other one around this side in behind the stitches with a yarn needle. And if you wanted a hanging loop, then you just grab these 2 yarn ends, wrap them around your finger, take that off, make a knot, and you can have it as long or as short as you want. Pull that tight, and then you just trim these 2 just to tidy it up. And there we go. We've finished our flower.